Offbeat Cinema, brought to you by Mighty Taco. Enjoy the great taste of Mighty anytime at mightytaco.com and by your home entertainment store, speakershop.com.
Welcome, cats and chicks. Welcome to the Hungrier Coffee House. It is a mad pad, Daddy-O, and welcome to another edition of Offbeat Cinema. My name is Theo, and with me tonight in the coffee house tonight, as always, is my beatnik buddy, Bird.
Thank you, Theo. You know, I was really anxious to get to the coffee house tonight, not just because we have a really cool movie about teenage rebellion and the many forms that it might take, but you know, this movie tonight has, it's inspired me to go back to an art form that I thought I'd left behind. I get into that in just a few more minutes, but I really hope it does not shock you and Spectra.
Well, you know, and I am sure that what you will reveal will be at the very least, how do I say this politely, compelling. It will be compelling.
Yes, Theo, compelling.
But
very compelling.
Okay, but before that, we have a very far-gone movie about troubled, restless youth called Beat Girl. Now, it's from 1960, and it was part of the British New Wave cinema that spawned some very cool films. And this is definitely one of the better troubled teen flicks to come out of it. Now, this movie tells the tale of kids looking for kicks wherever they can find them, and it's about parents that grown-ups in general, they just don't understand.
Well, there you have it. Let me be the first to say I blame the parents. You know, these kids are they're just trying to have fun and express themselves. And however that does, you know, it actually becomes a problem when your mom is a former stripper. But, you know, that's not what impressed me about this film. I was impressed with the dancing. You know, it inspired me to perfect my own dance moves. Like, you dig?
Yeah, I dig, and frankly, I think that worries me.
You know, man, like the cats and chicks in this film express themselves through dance, and I could just dig that. I want to be part of it.
You're not going to be taking up strip tease, are you, Bird?
No, man. Like I'm just digging the world of dance in all of its form with my clothes on.
Ah, that's great. Kind of a relief. Anyway, Beat Girl literally is loaded with soon-to-be stars. We get to see a very young Oliver Reed losing himself on the dance floor, and Christopher Lee makes an appearance, as does Julie Christie and Nigel Green, although you might not know the name, but you'll remember him from many other films, including the all-time great Jason and the Argonauts. The music score is by another all-time great, John Barry, who would go on to compose dozens of scores for films all throughout the 1960s and 70s. Hello.
And of course, the Beat Girl herself is Jillian Hill, who does a very good job of portraying teenage rebellion in a pretty wild form.
Yes, she does, Spectra, only this time beatniks don't try to escape through drugs or alcohol, but rather with dancing, and particularly stripping. So there you have it.
I just want to be able through dance to get that look on my face that Oliver Reed has on his face at the start of the movie when he hits that dance floor. I want to perfect my own bird dance. Cats, can you dig that?
I'm not really sure. Bird? I think so. Maybe?
Now, let's get to some English beatniks, shall we? From 1960, Beat Girl, only tonight on Offbeat Cinema.
Well, Mrs. Linden, and how do you find England?
Like France, there are cows in the field.
And sheep in the meadows.
Who is Meadows? Oh, Paul, you are terrible. People will expect confetti to fly out of my hair.
Oh, of course. Most undignified for an old married couple, isn't it?
Well, 5 days. It is long enough to...
To cool down?
Paul, don't be vulgar. Don't dare cool down.
Tickets, please. How long should we be?
London in 20 minutes.
You worried about something?
I'm just wondering.
About Jennifer?
I want to love everything that is yours. Your work, the houses you build, the cities you plan. But most of all, I want to love your daughter. Do you think Jennifer would like me?
How can she help it?
Well, a stepmother, an intruder, it is not so easy for her.
Nor perhaps for you either. Nicole, I'll be perfectly frank with you. I find Jennifer a puzzle.
A puzzle? How do you mean?
Well, I don't understand her anymore. When she was a baby, we were such good friends, but now
But she's not a baby anymore.
Well, she's only 16.
She needs the understanding and affection of another woman.
Well, I'm sure you'll be wonderful for her. She'll absolutely adore you.
Oh, Paul, I'm a lucky woman. So lucky. All at once, I have a husband, a family, a home.
Here we are, sweetheart. Your new home.
Oh, darling, how nice.
I'm glad you like it. It's been waiting for you since the day I built it.
6 and 6, huh? Thank you very much.
You know, your house is like you,
How do you mean, austere?
with a twinkle behind the facade.
Come and meet your new family.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Well, hello, Martha.
Oh, Mr. Linden, welcome back.
And this is Mrs. Linden.
Oh, Mrs. Linden, ma'am, welcome home.
I should kiss you for that. You see, I'm very French.
Oh, Mrs. Linden, ma'am, you're most welcome.
But where's Jennifer?
Oh, she was just getting dressed, sir.
Yes, I can hear that. Jennifer! Well, she must have heard us come in. Jenny!
She's probably shy of meeting me, thinking I'm some sort of dragon.
Well, she's got a big shot coming. I'll go and fetch her. Jenny? Hello, Jenny, darling. You look wonderful. 3 months. The longest I've ever been away. Seemed like years.
Yes, it did.
Well, how's the art school?
It's school.
Studies going well?
Fine. Congratulations on your marriage.
Thank you, Jenny. Come and meet her. Admire my taste? Perhaps now the house won't seem so, what was the word?
Dreary.
Dreary. Yes. Perhaps now it'll seem more fun for you. Hmm? Don't you think so, Jennifer? Nicole, this is Jennifer.
I'm so happy to see you at last, Jennifer.
Hello.
I'm sure you two will have a lot in common.
I hope we have everything in common, Jennifer.
Everything? That's a lot, isn't it?
No, what I mean is you won't be so lonely anymore. How does that sound?
Fine.
When would you like dinner, sir?
Oh, from now on you'll have to ask Mrs. Linden questions like that, Martha.
What do you think, Jennifer? In half an hour?
It's okay.
Would that be all right for you, Martha?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Well, what about a drink?
There's ice in the sitting room, and I put out the champagne.
Wonderful idea. See, I told you she thinks of everything.
After all, it's a special occasion.
Oh, Martha, you're making me feel really at home.
How about your having a glass, Martha?
Oh, not if you want any dinner.
Come on, darling. Well, what do you think of it?
It's wonderful. Very impressive.
This is the living room.
Living room?
Ah, but it hasn't been lived in yet. Needs the feminine touch.
We call it organized disorder. Yes, it would help. Don't you think, Jennifer?
Maybe.
Well, you've made a good start. Looks human. I like it.
I only use this place for the hi-fi. It's a morgue.
We'll soon deal with that between us. Champagne?
I don't drink. I'm too young.
16? Of course you're not. Is she, Paul?
Well, as Martha says, it is a special occasion.
Very special.
Oh, Jenny?
To us. All three of us.
To us.
What are you reading, Jennifer?
It's all about jazz, not your stuff.
But it is. Let me see.
Let's look at it. This is all double Dutch to me.
Blue Blues and Dixie by Bullhorn Montgomery. Oh, I know him. He was the father of it all. But who is this? She's beautiful.
Hmm? Where did you get this from? What are you trying to do? It's a picture of...
It's my mother.
She's beautiful, isn't she?
I suppose so. I don't remember her.
That is where you get your looks from. Not from this monster.
Cats, Robert Oliver Reed was an English actor known for his upper middle class macho image and his heavy drinking, Hellraiser lifestyle. His screen career spanned over 40 years between 1955 and 1999. At the peak of his career in 1971, British exhibitors voted Reed the 5th most popular star at the box office. He appeared in Hammer horror films in the early 1960s. His other notable film roles included The Trap in 1966, and he portrayed Bill Sikes in Oliver, a film directed by his uncle Carol Reed that won the 1968 Academy Award for Best Picture, and of course, so many more. But many of you may remember him from playing the gruff gladiator trainer in Ridley Scott's Gladiator. In what was his final film, Reed was posthumously nominated for a Screen Actors Guild Award for his outstanding performance. But now, let's get back to young Oliver Reed in Beat Girl.
Darling, what is in that huge box over there? A body?
That's just about it. Only that's more like a skeleton in the cupboard.
It's my toy, and Jennifer's jealous of it.
Jealous? Of a stupid city?
A city?
Superman stuff. And then some.
What are you both talking about?
Well, now, you wouldn't say that I was exactly old-fashioned, would you? But Jennifer thinks I'm too modern.
Strictly as an architect. In every other sense, a square.
A square? A little while ago, I was a creep.
Show me the city, please.
You'll be sorry.
She may be right, you know. If I get my city out, you'll be up till dawn. It's my life's work. It's meant more to me than anything in the world. Hasn't it, Jenny?
Yes, that's true.
Come, I'll show it to you.
But what is it?
Ah. It's a model. I'd call it City 2000. Grime, filth, poverty, noise, hustle and bustle, these things would be unknown. An almost silent place, soundproofed with the use of flying beveled walls of concrete, which also serve to cut wind and rain. Jennifer says it'll be like living in a tin can, but I don't think that's really true. You know, psychologists think that most human neuroses come from too much contact with other humans. Now, in my city,
Darling.
a man can be as alone as if he were 10,000 miles from anywhere in the country.
Paul. I'd like to see Jennifer to bed.
Oh, she can put herself to bed.
I'll be right back. I want to know every street by heart.
All right, darling, don't be long.
What is it?
I came to say good night.
Good night.
You've been crying.
Crying? I should think not.
Jennifer, what is it? Why have you taken such a dislike to me? I'm not to blame for your father's divorce. It was long before he ever met me.
I didn't say I didn't like you.
Don't be childish.
Why not? I am a child.
You know perfectly well what I mean. Your father calls your behavior deplorably rude. I prefer to think you're just upset.
Naturally, I'm upset. All young girls are upset when their father brings home a new wife. Now, if you don't mind,
Jennifer?
Juvenile delinquents' first vice. Either write out vices, sex, and the like are disapproved of. Or perhaps you even disapprove of this?
I started smoking when I was 14. Jennifer, I could not help falling in love with your father.
Love? That's the gimmick that makes sex respectable, isn't it?
I've brought you some things from Paris. Dresses and...
We don't wear dresses very often. We're different.
Not so different. Most young people in Paris prefer slacks and sweaters. I wear them myself in the house. You can see if you like any of mine.
I've got everything. And if there's anything else I want, I just have to ask for it. Anything you'd like to borrow? Go ahead. Help yourself. We're about the same size. A new cardigan? I have 19 I never wear. See? But if I feel like 20, cardigan number 20 coming up. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a life class in the morning.
Hey, you. Take up place, Daddy-o.
You and your phony beatnik friends.
I said take up place.
Okay, there are other dolls. So you made it, Granny.
Managed to give him the slip?
Well, well.
First night the old man told me. New bright and all, you're the most.
You're a real cat, Jim.
Yeah, the light-footed kind.
Easy stuff.
Hey, what's she like, this big bad Frenchie?
She's French. Yeah. Strictly Z's and Z's.
Yeah, dig me, I'm a cat from the Can Kennel Club.
A real live Parisian poodle pompadour.
Is she old?
Ain't she? 24.
You're at it again.
Well, it helps. Look, I got it from the chemist.
Yeah, you're sure there's nothing in it? No kicks or nothing?
Of course not. It's strictly for coughs.
Yeah.
Hey, Jen, 24's not too bad. How can she be so square if she's French and only 24?
How can you be so square when you're only 18?
Because it rubs off you onto me. Tell us, Jen, what does she say?
Nothing to tell. Pure Lonely Hearts routine.
Hey, the band's in if you kids want to jive.
Say, baby, you feel tipsy, Coracle? Let's go downstairs and fly, huh?
Come on, Dave.
No, I'm staying here.
Oh, come on.
No. That board's got it coming to it.
am so digging this flick, Beat Girl. It's what our audience is all about, you know. There's music, dancing, strippers. This film has it all.
Music, dancing, rebellion, strippers. Well, that does remind me that the mail is in.
Oh, the mail is here. Okay. Well, let's see what we have this week. Well, we've got a nice note here from Jeff Ellis, who's writing to us from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And he says, "Hi guys, I enjoy your show and always look forward to the Santa Claus Conquers the Martian episode." And now who doesn't, you know? He said, "It's pretty goofy, but I saw it as a little fellow and I still get a kick out of it." He lived close by, in fact, in President's Walk in Williamsville, Amherst, when he was a kid. So he does have a point of reference. He enjoys seeing us. He loves all the Buffalo commercials. And he says, "Keep up the good work." And that's from Jeff Ellis from Philly. Jeff, thank you so much. We appreciate that a lot. That's great.
And I have one from Carrie in North Carolina, just outside of Raleigh. She says that she really enjoyed our jazz program, especially the vintage video clips. Sorry it took me so long to write this. Well, you know, it's never too late to write us. And we thank you for tuning in to our jazz scene.
And here's a nice handwritten letter from Stanley from Cheektowaga. Stanley from Cheektowaga, what do you figure that? "When I was in high school, there was one day in health class when the girls saw a film in one classroom and the boys saw a different film in another classroom." Oh, where's this going? Unfortunately, I was absent that day and there was no makeup class. Could you do me a favor and show Sex Madness from 1934 so that I can get up to speed? Wow, you've been waiting a long time, Stanley. But anyway, he says thank you and keep watching the skies. We're going to get right on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's kind of a classic. And as a public service, we're going to...
As a pure public service,
we're going to run it
that's
for
right.
Stanley.
But we love getting your letters, and you can still send us. We get a lot of people. We just love when people write actual letters and send it to us on the address on the screen.
And, of course, you can also find us online all around the world. Check out our website, offbeatcinema.tv, where you can find our online shop, Mad Swag, a lot of good Offbeat Cinema merch available there.
Now, back to Beat Girl from 1960.
Don't fuss. You won't be late.
What should I ever do without you, darling?
What about including Jennifer in the dinner party tonight?
You want help with the South American tycoon? She's pretty young, you know.
But very pretty. There is a foreign office man, too. You'll be busy flirting with his wife.
You know, the contract for City 2000 should be signed this morning. It'll be like a sort of celebration tonight. I'd rather like Jenny to share it with us. Oh, where is that child? She'll have to go by bus.
Oh, Paul, please.
Jennifer, hurry up.
Jennifer, I'll pick you up at lunchtime.
Lunch?
Don't tell me you're letting me down.
I forgot.
Bye, darling.
Bye, darling.
I'll collect you at school. Oh, excuse me. Do you know Jennifer Linden?
Linden?
Yes, about your age. A blonde, round face, with long hair.
Oh, yes, Jennifer, the crazy one. Part of that beatnik crowd.
Beatnik?
It's a gimmick from America. Hopeless and soapless.
Where could I find her?
There's a cafe in Soho called the Offbeat. She's always there.
The Offbeat. Thank you.
Bark, it drives me nuts. Keeps me running round.
Oh, wrap up, will you? This'll take care of it.
But that crazy juice don't help them. Why don't you say a quack?
Oh, drop dead.
You sound like you're going to.
I wish my old man would.
Running nervous like I did mine. Here, fool.
What, him? An army-type general? They don't fall, man.
They only write memoirs.
Yeah.
My War on Three Fronts. 5 editions and still going strong.
Creep.
Still, he's good for the green. Show us what you got today.
That'll do, man. Keep him on his feet for another few years.
And she's on the button.
I'll say. What's she doing here?
You kidding? I bet she's meeting that guy that runs the strip joint across the road. He's always looking for new talent.
What's new about that?
Yeah?
They're all the same shape?
That's flash past, black game.
More or less.
That's a pound treble in the 2 o'clock, 2:30 and 3 o'clock. All right? Yeah, now Pontefract, I want Daisy Wood in the 3 o'clock and any...
Some walk. Now that's what I call material.
We were going to have lunch together.
So we were.
I called that one, as I said I would.
Lunch wasn't my idea.
I realize that.
Hey, listen to that fractured English. It's the Paris poodle.
More like a bloodhound.
May I sit down?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Please do.
A swinging cat like you's always welcome.
How do I get a stepmother like you?
Simple. I have a father like Jennifer's.
Oh, I've got a father, but he's weighed down by medals.
Rose and Rose. He's so old, he's a general.
Old and dull, too.
Jennifer's father is neither. He's still a young man.
Hey, Jen. You told her she was robbing the grave, marrying your old man?
I said she was square anti-us.
Anti-us, that's what you said. What about jazz, you dig?
Rock is all right, but I prefer modern.
East or West Coast?
West.
Which one?
Dave Brubeck for me.
She's crazy, too.
You are a musician?
Somewhat.
I'd like to hear you.
That's easy if you can hear at all.
He can play it cool, and he sings, too.
He sends me over and out.
Please, sing.
Though, for you, anything. Anytime or anywhere. But I'm gonna rock it.
All right. I'm listening.
Stop it, Dave. Why did you come here and embarrass me like this?
Embarrass you?
Don't I have a right to my own life? I stay out of your business.
We are a family now.
Coming here, making as if you know the score. East Coast, West Coast, Dave Brubeck. You got that out of my book.
Wouldn't you rather I tried to share your life?
I won't be spied on.
That's the last thing I meant to do.
I know why you married my father. It's because he's famous and he's rich. He can give you the things you want.
Play it down, though. Relax.
Thank you. You're good. I mean, the most.
But stepmother, you've only just arrived in the moment the dance begins.
You got the stepmother mixed up with Cinderella.
Paul told you about dinner?
Not sure I can make it.
Do try.
So we can discuss my report card with Daddy?
There won't be any report.
Carl.
Hey, do you dig that one?
Kenny's waiting for you.
Who's the pal?
He's no pal. Must have a short memory. What's that you're drinking?
Fruit juice.
Are you mad?
That's Greta. They call her the Duchess, because when she pills, she makes like she's doing you a favor.
Pills?
Come on, hired pigeon. She strips across the street in the Lay Girl Club.
17 shillings, that's what the suckers pay for seeing her in a birthday suit.
Just imagine wicked old Frenchie knowing a broad like that.
Yes, just imagine. Daddy would be most interested.
I owe you a great deal, Your Excellency. I never thought you'd get it through.
The opposition have to oppose or they would be out of business. That is politics, part of the game. But I can tell you, now that the contract is signed and sealed, they will be very pleased.
As HM's councillor on the spot, I can tell you the leader of the opposition confirmed that himself.
Not a man I care to deal with. Well, my brother, you know, he went in for politics. Slippery customer.
The ambassador and your husband are just having a nightcap. Can I get something for you?
No, thank you. It's a shame to leave so early, but we're flying back at the crack of dawn.
Oh, I'll hurry them up.
You're fond of music?
If it's beat. Jazz, you know.
Of course. I hear they're dancing the Charleston again. Shades of my youth.
Only Dad's, not the real cats.
That's what I call Jenna's expressive language.
Afraid I was very silly, but...
Coffee bars.
I must confess I've never been in a coffee bar.
No, neither have I.
Nicole has. We had lunch in one today.
Yes, it was fun.
I believe some of those places can be awful.
This was charming, full of young people, art students.
And dancers. One was an old friend of Nicole's.
Yes, somebody I knew years ago. I don't even remember her name.
Her name is Greta.
Oh, of course.
They call her the Duchess.
Very mysterious. Is she really a duchess?
Hardly. She's a dancer, of sorts.
Your Excellency, may I suggest...
Yes, we must go. It has been a delightful evening, and now I hope we shall see you and your husband more often in my country.
Go well. What shall I tell the press?
I leave it to your discretion.
Thanks, sir.
You look very pretty tonight, Jennifer.
I stayed and talked to your friend, Greta.
Really?
She remembered you all right. She said you were a...
Jennifer, did I hear her right? Who is this woman? What did you talk about?
We talked about striptease.
You talked about what?
Striptease. Can I help it if that's what she does? She's Nicole's friend.
I haven't seen her for years.
She works with the girls. It's quite a dump. She must be pretty low.
That's enough.
They call her the Duchess. Imagine, a stripping Duchess.
Poor Greta. I had no idea she had sunk so low.
Just imagine it, Daddy. Every time Nicole's friend strips, over 100 dirty old men crowd into a little room to watch her. And they pay 17 shillings each. That's a lot of money, isn't it?
Where did you learn all this?
This is terrible. Terrible. Greta used to be so talented, so ambitious. All she could ever talk about was her career. We began in the ballet together.
Ballet? Do you mind? If either of you were ever on your points, then I'm a tightrope walker.
Jennifer!
Did you tell her I had been a dancer?
No, we haven't had much time to discuss things yet.
You must teach me some steps one day, Nicole.
I doubt. There is much I could teach you.
You could always try. Take it off, said the boys in the rear, and she unzipped a zipper.
Well, Nicole, what is this all about?
Nothing. Nothing.
Darling, you don't like her, do you?
I don't like her. I can't understand her. She hates me. She's hated me ever since I set foot in this house.
Oh, I don't think so, darling.
Why won't you face it?
That's what I'm trying to do. So let's get back to this old friend of yours. The one that told Jennifer about striptease.
I told you about her.
Yes, but there's more, isn't there? Isn't there, Nicole?
I told you we were in ballet together. Now she has altered her way of life. I'm not responsible for what she has become.
Look, I didn't say that. There are lots of things that happened to us before we met. Can't we talk about them sensibly?
It's the same all over the world, Paul. Girls start off together, have the same chances. Some go straight, others go bad. Greta was unlucky. With me it was different. I met you and I fell in love.
As simple as that?
Just as simple as that.
Darling.
Looks nice, doesn't she, kid? Like to go in with me and see her?
Creep, shove off.
Now, girlie, is that a nice way to talk?
For grown-ups, kid.
I've got money. Here.
You could be the Bank of England. You still wouldn't be old enough. I want to go home to Mummy.
I've got to see Greta. We've a date. I have to see her.
Oh? What's your name?
Nicole.
Just a minute. Call Greta. Greta, there's a young lady here says you got a date with you. Name of Nicole. Okay. This way, miss.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I'm glad you approve.
You certainly know how to pick them. A real madame. I'll have to set you up in the house.
I'm not ready for that kind of work yet.
Promising. Rita, please.
These days, anyone would think you loathe the sight of me. Kenny, what's the matter?
There's a girl outside to see you. All right, sir.
It's for me.
The tickets. Last plane Saturday night. Why you want to go to Paris, I don't know. It's corny. Brighton's corny too, but it's nearer.
Yes, but Paris does things for a girl.
Why blame Paris? Out there with Greta, quite the dish.
Oh?
Careful, it's jailbait.
You've got a filthy mind, haven't you?
I know. Nauseating, isn't it? You'll have to divorce me, darling.
The name Nicole made me think you were somebody I knew.
Nicole married my father.
Oh. Well, there's more than one Nicole in the world.
I was with her on the offbeat this afternoon.
What does that prove? Where do I come into this?
She told me you once worked together.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Was it a joint like this?
Oh, look, kid, don't bother me. I'm busy.
How did you like it when she cut you dead?
Oh, barge off. Go on, clear off.
What you so frightened of? Is it of you or is it...
Now, look here, kid. Forget all this Nicole business. I made a mistake. We all make mistakes. I don't know any Nicole. Now, clear out of here while you've got the chance.
What's the hurry, Grace? Bring the little lady into my office and we'll all have a nice little chat. Look, I can see out, they can't see in. That's the only way I can tell if the girls are earning their money or not. Now, you just sit down there and tell me all about it. Sounds as if maybe Greta's been holding out on you.
I wanted to know about a friend of hers called Nicole.
Mm-hmm. Well, supposing you put me in the picture.
Nicole's my stepmother.
Oh. Did you know her, Greta? Or did you?
We used to work together in Paris.
Was it so hard to tell the child that? Or maybe you worked in a strip club. Did you strip?
All dancers do something like that sometime or other.
What else did you do in gay Paris? What about the gentlemen?
We had friends. I have a friend in you, lover boy.
Friends? You mean customers, don't you?
Been there First I came to a brothel was when I came here with you.
Get out. Get out!
Better come back tomorrow and Greta tell you some more.
Do you think there's more?
Oh, yes. When Greta sets her mind to it, she'll tell you anything you want to hear, anything at all. Well, goodbye for now.
Sir Christopher Lee was an English actor and singer. In a career spanning more than 60 years, Lee became known for his deep, commanding voice, who often portrayed villains in horror and major motion pictures. Lee was knighted for services to drama and charity in 2009. He was Count Dracula in those great Hammer horror films, but also appeared in Star Wars, The Hobbit, and Lord of the Rings trilogies. He was a favorite of director Tim Burton. But did you know, before his acting career, Lee served in the Royal Air Force as an intelligence officer, performed opera, and worked with several heavy metal bands like Charlemagne. How far out can you get?
Any explanations, Jennifer?
What about?
It happens to be 3 o'clock.
No, it's not. It's 5:02 and I'm tired.
Come in here. Well, where have you been?
Out.
Jennifer, I'm trying to keep my temper, but I'm finding it very difficult.
I've been with friends, dancing.
When I found you weren't in your room, I was worried to death. These clothes and all this muck on your face. They may make you feel grown up, but you're still a little girl, you know.
To you, I am.
And if the rest of your friends are like this dancer, Greta, that you were telling me about...
She's no friend of mine. Ask Nicole about her.
Leave Nicole out of this.
That couldn't suit me better.
But you've been to this cafe again, haven't you?
Oh, I'll be going through that corny hearts and flowers routine. Don't stay out late, dear. Little girls get into serious trouble if they mix with strangers. Men are not to be trusted.
Jennifer, I'm trying so hard to understand you, but we seem to be out of touch with each other.
That's no news to me.
But you're my daughter, my own flesh and blood. I do really love you, you know.
You don't love me. You think you do. You said it so often you made yourself believe it. You don't really ever look at me. Not really. None of you squares ever do. You see what you want to see. A bunch of teenagers lumped together under one label. But who are us? Nothing to do with our parents. I am me, Jennifer Linden. A complete, whole, independent, living person.
At one time or another, all of us need to be dependent on someone. Our trouble is we haven't been a complete unit. But now things are different. Why didn't you give it a chance?
I prefer it this way.
I've been pretty lonely, Jennifer.
Now look what it's done to you. Dried you up. So you only get a kick out of that crazy city of yours. What's this got to do with me and my life?
And where do you get your kicks from? Sitting around in cafes listening to gramophone records? Jiving in underground cellars and caves?
You are a real square, aren't you?
This language, these words, what does it mean?
It means us. Something is ours. We didn't get it from our parents. We can express ourselves, and they don't know what we're talking about. It makes us different.
Why do you need to feel so different?
It's all we've got. Next week, boom. Up goes the world of smoke. And what's the score? 0. So now, while it's now, we'll live it up. Do everything, feel everything, strictly for kicks.
You'll find there's more to life than kicks, as you call it.
Oh, please, cut out the message. People like you build cities, but you don't begin to understand the first thing about us who will have to live in them.
You better go to bed now, Jennifer. I'm not going to try to argue with you anymore tonight. But remember this. If you're not going to try, I'm afraid I can't. It's up to you.
Heads you win, tails I lose. It's always the same thing. I hate the lot of you. I hate you. I hate you. Well, this is a bit too much. The old creep downstairs and now you up here.
I wanted to talk to you.
And the same dialogue, too. Go on. Why didn't you ask me where I've been to?
That's easy. They have a big club.
Guess again. Somewhere much more interesting.
Jennifer, what is all this for?
Oh, listen. Before you break my heart, I'd like to go to bed.
Do you think I want to sit up half the night?
I should have thought you'd be used to it.
What do you mean?
Most strip joints open until early hours, aren't they? Especially in Paris.
What is this striptease nonsense?
Oh, you're not still sticking to that old ballet story, are you? The Cham Great has quite a different angle.
You haven't been to that club, have you?
Ah, you're with me at last, stepmother. Les Girls, the sultry, saucy Soho striptease, starring Greater de Paris, la reine du striptease. Strip, strip, hurrah! How'd you like my French? I had a French governess. Great and I had a long chat. She told me how we worked together in Paris.
And what else?
That's funny. Those are the same words her boyfriend Kenny used. What else he said? What else did you both do in Paris? Is there more?
Jennifer, what are you trying to find out? What have I done to you?
Dig this and dig this real. I won't have you spying on me. Keep out of my life and I keep out of yours.
Spying? I wanted to be friends.
And dig this, too. I'm no part of my father's life and he's no part of mine. And that goes for you, too.
We can't live like strangers under the same roof. It's all wrong. Why can't we be friends?
I'm warning you. Take it off, said the boys in the rear. La 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 la.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Forgive me.
I wasn't going back to Greater to find out the rest. I was just warning you to keep out of my life. Now, I've changed my mind.
For the audition? Okay. Good luck.
Nicole. Well.
Greta, I'm sorry about the coffee bar. I was so surprised to see you.
That's all right. I understand. I was angry at first, but... Oh, well, that's life. So you're married? Is he nice?
I love him.
Well, I hope he's worth it.
Greta, a girl came here. Jennifer, my husband's daughter.
Yes, I told her I knew you. Kenny made me.
Kenny?
Yeah, he runs this place, and me. He's a but I love him. You see, I haven't changed.
What else did you tell her?
Nothing. Nick, I'll keep her away from here. It's Kenny.
You wanted to see me?
There was a young girl in here last night, seeing Greta.
And?
Leave her alone.
Oh. May I ask who you are?
Her stepmother.
So that's what Nicole looks like. You've come up in the world, haven't you?
I can come down to your level if I have to, Mr. King. So just listen to me. If that child comes in here again, you're going to send her home.
And if I don't?
I'll tell my husband. He'll go straight to the police. To begin with, the girl's underage. And with an expert like you, I'm just not taking the risk. Do we understand each other, Mr. King?
Perfectly. And will your husband also understand when he finds out what his wife and her good friend Greta got up to while they were in Paris?
Can you please?
And how they managed between jobs?
What did you tell him, Greta? For goodness sake, what did you tell him?
Your stepdaughter will be very welcome here at any time.
Oh, man, like Theo. Oh, I was on the dance floor all night perfecting my moves, and it was a workout. But, you know, if you're like me, you know that nothing restores the body better than fresh clam juice after a workout like that. Oh. 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 Oh, so refreshed by the power of the clam. I'm off to perfect my bird dance. Oh.
Hey, looks like it's quite a ball.
Daddy-o, I'm over and out.
Play it down, doll.
Well, you've got to live for the kicks. That's all you've got.
Ah, live.
Dave, sing that number and sing it cool.
Ah, don't play white.
What? I said cool.
I'll wait.
Sing, Dad, sing.
Well, I saw you sitting there so cool, like you just come out from school, looking such a pretty sight, like a stick of dynamite sitting on a coffee bar stool. You're a gasser, that's a fact, and I never can relax till I've made you, baby. Come on. Well, I feel such a crazy clown. You're the biggest thing in our town. Come on, honey, it ain't fair. I'm never getting anywhere. How do I melt you down? Well, you're a gasser, that's a fact, and I never can relax till I've made you. Yeah, make with it now, folks. Oh, I'm not giving up this chase. I don't wanna lose this case. Every time I make a play, baby, you just run away. I never made first base. You'll guess that that's a fact, and I never can relax till I've made you.
Great, Dad, great. Straight from the fridge.
I'm way out.
This group's not so hot. Let's go and listen to the other one. Put it away, creep.
Look, leave me alone.
You heard me.
Hey, look, cut it out.
If you want to fight, go and join the army. That's the place for squares.
Hey, your medicines need gin. Got any more?
So that's what the cough was in aid of. Crumb.
You'll have to do better than that. Where'd you get it?
I pinch it from the sideboard. Have a dry martini, General. Or is yours a pink as me over lemon? What's the matter with you, boy? Why do you need that? Drinks for squares, man.
Kid stuff.
Oh, some dump this is. It's like the war, way down in the underground. There she was, my old lady, snug as a bedbug, in the dark on the floor. That's where she had me. She was bombed out, so that's where we lived. Like a bunch of scared rats underground. That's the first home I ever had.
My mother came up to London to be with the old man on his leave. Crazy. One day, a doodlebug. The house just went boom. She went with it. The old man, of course, was a hero. A live one. The desert, Italy, with D-Day to come. Stiff upper lip and all that. Don't cry for your mother, boy. It's not manly.
When it was over, I played on the bomb sites. Down in the cellars amongst the rats. Yes, I tell you, man, this is a home from home for me.
From then on, it was strangers. Morning, noon, and night. Strangers.
I know about strangers, too.
Oh, well, like rats in a hole, that's us. The rat race rock.
I belong here. I feel good. This is my life.
That's because you're a #1 female rat.
They'll never understand.
Look, whatever you want to do, it's always, you're too young, son. You want a neck in the park? Oh, go home, son. Home? With the general and his whiskey and soda and his those were the days. Who wants the neck at home? Gives me the screaming ad-dabs.
We could neck here.
He doesn't mean necking.
Yes, I do. I do. It's just what I mean.
Lips to lips, hips to hips, you keep me horizontal with your big, big love for you. Ah, nuts.
Oh, what'd you stop for? It was great. I was swinging.
Oh, fade out.
You know, Dave, maybe you're right. Maybe this place does give me the flying heebie-jeebies.
Let's have a party.
What?
Party. At my place. The old man's out and there's lots of records.
Hey, Cinderella, what about the wicked stepmother?
She can fly away in her broom.
Hey, nutcase. Feel like a run?
To where?
James Pad.
Where's that?
22 Exeter Street.
Did you hear that, slum dwellers? That's Kensington.
Phew, swing. I feel a race coming on.
Oh, boy.
I feel a big win coming, man. I'm in the mood. Can I drive?
Oh, sure. It's all yours.
Down.
Faster, Dave, faster!
What's the matter? You got the handbrake on or something?
Make your car go, boy. Go on, go, go! Come on, Santa Claus! You'll be late for Christmas! Go, go!
What's holding you back? You're dragging.
Come on, pass him!
Shut your face. I could pass him if I wanted to.
But you don't, because you're chicken.
Watch it, though.
Chicken, chicken, chicken.
Chicken, 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 chicken!
Why do you play for screaming, Jennifer?
I won't scream.
You want to bet?
I won't. Pass them.
If you scream, you play for real, okay?
You're on, man.
Come on, Santa Claus! Go on, man!
trouble. Watch it, man, at the bridge. Watch it, you bum! Watch it!
You want to pay me now?
More action and less talk.
Back! Back! Come back!
He better chicken, because I won't.
Come on!
You'll never make it. Stop! Slow down! Didn't make a sound, man. Not the tiniest sound. Not the tiniest.
You flip your lid next time.
Try me, Daddy-O.
Cats, you know, when Beat Girl first came out, it was rated X, intended for mature audiences only. At least that's what the movie poster said. But by all accounts, they let anyone in who had the 25 cents it cost to see it back in 1960. So I do hope that the only people out there watching this are mature. Now, let's get back to Beat Girl on Offbeat Cinema.
Darling, hold me close to you. There ain't a thing that they can do. It's legal. It's legal. When you look at me that way, it's dangerous but strange to say. It's legal. It's legal. I won't be wicked again. I'll never be bad no more. Just think of the things that we can do without even breaking the law. Darling, love me, never fear. We're definitely in the clear. It's legal. It's legal. I won't be wicked again. I'll never be bad no more. Just think of the things that we can do without even breaking the law. Oh, darling, love me, never fear. We're definitely in the clear. It's legal. It's legal.
You're phony, just like an iceberg.
Am I? Perhaps the ice is melting.
Go, Carl, go. You're warming me.
Go on, Jake. Go, go, go.
Strip like a Frenchie. Strip, strip.
Melt.
And you, get out of here.
Now, Frenchy, darling, you're getting stroppy. Don't claim you haven't seen a dull pill before.
Be a nice Paris poodle. I said get dressed.
Hey, Godiva. Cut out the watch committee routine and show us a trick or two in French. That was a liberty, lady. Quite a liberty. Now, when I slap, it's no brush with a chicken's claw.
Come off it, Dave.
Get him out of here before I call the police. Out you go. Out! Nobody's leaving. I said the party's over.
Drop dead. It's my house and I'll do as I please.
It's your father's house. I'm his wife, and you do what I said. Now put on your blouse and get away from that door.
I said get away from that door.
Devil's going on here?
There's been a party.
So it seems. Jennifer, get your things on. Who are these people?
Jennifer's friends, boss.
Oh, get out of it, all of you. Go on, get out of my house. Go on, get out of it, you jiving, dribbling scum. Get out of it. Put on your clothes and take that muck off your face. Bringing that riffraff in here, what sort of a place do you think you're turning this into?
That's a big laugh. Why didn't you ask yourself that question when you brought that woman in here?
Shut up.
The ballet. Ask her what she agreed to up to in Paris. Get her to show you how she stripped for the customers.
Shut up.
You and Greta and your boyfriends. Tell him how much you were paid.
Jennifer.
And if she doesn't know that much English, go and ask Greta.
Don't, Paul.
Jenny, It isn't true, is it? None of it. It's a lot of nonsense. Nicole, tell me it isn't true.
All that striptease business is childish. Greta and I did dance in cabaret, but...
I don't mean that. You know I don't mean that.
The boyfriends?
Customers.
If you prefer. Yes, that is true.
You. My wife. But why? How? You lied to me.
How have I lied to you? Did I tell you I was a virgin before I married you? Did I tell you I never been to bed with another man?
But you never told me that...
That I accepted the rent money instead of a bunch of roses? All right. I never told you. Is that lying?
No. Maybe it isn't. But you've got to tell me the truth now.
Oh, yes, I tell you. Ara was my father. I walked out. I was hungry, but I was too proud to go back. Greta showed me the way. It is not easy to stay respectable on an empty stomach. Poor Greta. I was the lucky one. You came along. You came along. All I ever wanted.
I love you. That's all I know. I love you.
What's your hurry, baby? Where'd you pick up that rubbish inside?
She saw him in the light and took off.
On your way, kid. You're underage.
Take another look. Remember me?
Okay, you win. In you go. Well, that's tricks.
Nearly run off my feet now.
We've got to keep the girls at home these days, eh?
Why did they change the law just when I'm doing so good? I tell you, there's no justice.
Who says?
Jennifer?
Nicole, she's not in her room. She's gone.
Well, somebody down there likes me. I've quite given you up.
I didn't say for certain.
Oh, I'm not making any complaints. It's a woman's privilege to change her mind, especially if she's beautiful. You don't look so surprised. Is it news to you that you are beautiful? Sit down. Yes, I forgot. You're underage, aren't you? Could mean quite a bit of trouble for me.
How?
Oh, you're coming here in business hours?
Who says?
Your stepmother. Yes, she made quite a scene, certainly, with your father.
Well, I forget them. They drive into me like a big headache. In any case, I'm on my own. I just walked out.
And came here?
No, thank you. The gang gave me the heebies. I felt flat.
Well, naturally, what could those children possibly do for you? You need a little help, don't you? So one way and another, I think I can offer you quite a future.
What the hell?
Having fun, you lousy Teds?
Any complaints?
You think you own that bloody streets, don't you? I'm not fighting. Fighting's for squares.
It's not worth a bundle. Come on.
Simon, what are those tickets doing on Kenny's desk?
You've been going through Kenny's private papers. Now, is that nice?
Who's going to Paris and when?
Kenny feels he needs a change.
A change?
Let's face it, Greta, this is it. You got your cars and your coppers. The replacements arrived.
Didn't even have the guts to tell me himself.
Well, Kenny's got a lot in his mind. He's got his hands full, as you might say.
I see. So now I've done his dirty work, I've no more use, is that it? I might have known he never cared a damn for me.
That's right, girl. Be sensible about it. Come to think of it, what else can you do?
What else?
I should get out there and get one of those suckers to buy you a drink.
A good idea.
They were in the cafe.
When we first went in?
Yeah.
Look, that's some of Jenny's crowd, isn't it? Where's Jennifer?
I don't know. She walked out on us.
You see, I'm not such a dangerous man, am I? 2 tickets. Paris last plane Saturday night. You could forget all about those cheap thrills. Might even have your name up in lights on the Champs-Élysées, and that really means something. Does the idea appeal to you?
Get the police, quick.
Murder! Call the police!
Officer, there's been a murder in our place.
My God, Jennifer.
Who said you did? I reckon I did us all a favor.
Here, get over there quickly. Stop her. Goodness sake, stop her. Don't let her get out. That's right.
I know she's in there. I know it.
Just a minute. There must be a back entrance somewhere.
Help me!
Jennifer! It's all right, officer. It's my daughter.
So you're her father, are you?
Yes.
Well, if it weren't for my pensionite walloper, you'd better take over. Meanwhile, I'll have some particulars.
You'll find us here if you want us.
Thank you, Mr. Dillon.
Jenny.
Funny. Only squares know where to go.
Girl was a way cool movie, and a movie that you will only see right here on Offbeat Cinema.
That it is, Spectra, and a classic example of the new wave films that were spreading across Europe in the early 1960s and producing some very innovative films and introducing some great new directors and acting talent.
John Barry did the music for this film, and I thought it was great, especially the opening hipster music.
Now, and I think even Bird would have to agree that we need to show more films from this era because there are so many great ones. Right, Bird? Bird? Well, I think we've lost him, Katz. The music has him now. So there really isn't much more we can do about it. So until next time, join us again next week on Offbeat Cinema, where the coffee is always hot and the movies are oh so cool.
And above all, keep watching the skies. Just keep watching the skies.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.